Danae, when she was what, 18?
16.
Oh, sorry. When she was 16, one morning she woke up in terrible pain. All her muscles hurt. Everything hurt. She had trouble getting up out of bed.
Yeah, I mean, my mom was putting on my shoes because it just would burn and just hurt so bad in my chest to bend over that far. And it was all of a sudden that it went over that point to where it was unbearable to, laying in bed, taking an hour.
All of a sudden, did you hear that?
Yeah, it was completely, the doctors were baffled. Okay, well, what can we do for you now? Okay, here's your treatment. You can have, what now I found out it's an antidepressant that they don't even put on the market anymore. At 16 years old, that was the treatment. Unlimited prescriptions and, any amount of narcotics that I wanted. So that was, just horrible. And I started working for a man who was doing the Gerson Therapy for lymphoma.
Just a second. How long was all of this time when you were in pain and constantly drugs and painkillers and everything? How long?
Oh, from when I was 16 to when it was about 7 years. Yeah, 7 years.
What was your diagnosis?
Fibromyalgia. And at 16, I was going to a pediatric rheumatologist at Loma Linda Children's Hospital, and unlimited Vicodin prescription was the treatment. I mean, that was it. On the refills, it said unlimited, and that was all they would do, change the drug or change the dose. That was, every time, because you can keep going back. Oh, you keep going back. They'll do something for you.
Mind you, Vicodin is codeine. It's one of the heavy painkillers they give to kids, 18, 19, 20-year-olds.
Yes, okay. And it was a blessing so much to get to work at a job where I could help someone do the Gerson Therapy. And I, in turn, just by being there, popped back to life and could remember what it felt like to not hurt anymore and to get up and to, move around and feel like I had, shaken it off almost because of
She had been an athlete in school, but she wasn't able to move. When she worked for this gentleman who happened to be a Gerson patient, she started to eat the right food. And then she took the first coffee enema. What happened?
Well, my boss called it the maiden voyage, and it was, he sent me on my maiden voyage and pretty much had to, get me all set up and say, okay, now go in there, you've been eating all this food and drinking the juice, and it was the next part. And after that, all of the time I would say I had fibromyalgia, I would never say that now. I would say what they would tell me was fibromyalgia, but it was really, a degenerative condition that they were labeling as that. And
it was toxicity, just plain simple toxicity. She was eating the good organic vegetarian food that the patient was eating and did a coffee enema and her pain was gone.
Yeah, it was gone. And it's, sometimes when I started talking about this, I can't stop because I really, when people tell me they have that, I can't wait to tell them, oh, well, you don't have to. If you are the type of person that wants to take a pill and just keep staying sick, then this, isn't for you. But to feel better, to change habits and to change a little bit of lifestyle, to feel and just be so much better all over is really, the Gerson Therapy did that for me and, just kind of saved my life.